Kelly Clarkson opens out about how limiting her marriage was more than a year after the divorce was finalized. After filing for divorce from Brandon Blackstock 3 years prior, Kelly Clarkson's divorce from him was finally finalized over a year ago. The talk show host, however, is knee-deep in investigating the highs, lows, and lessons of it all as she gets ready to release her new album, Chemistry. The American Idol alum's 10th studio album is scheduled for release on June 23rd. Recently, she sat down to talk about the relationship that served as the inspiration for the album's lyrics, opening up about how limiting her marriage was and what kept her in it for so long. On Glennon Doyle's We Can Do Hard Things podcast, Kelly Clarkson made an appearance. Unsurprisingly, the singer's 7-year marriage to Brandon Blackstock dominated the discussion. She told the author that she can now understand how the relationship she was in was not the right one for her after going through a divorce and reflecting on it after a year and creating an absurd amount of music about it. Clarkson declared, "I felt constrained. Yes, and I don't think that applies to every marriage, necessarily. I simply believe that was the reason I felt constrained in my situation. But if both of you are traveling along the same road, it could be lovely if you're genuinely working together, connecting with each other daily, and doing the work, but for me, it wasn't that and it was quite constricting." When questioned why she stayed so long in that position, Kelly Clarkson responded, "That wasn't something the former coach of The Voice was able to see when she was in the thick of it. I believe that our egos, or mine, also play a role. My ego says, I can do this. I have a lot of strength. My ego believes that I am in charge of my actions and reactions, that I can do this to contact this person, and that I can succeed. And it starts to become something your ego getting in the way." Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock had 2 children together, and she acknowledged that their happiness was a major factor in her efforts to keep her marriage together. She kept them in mind as well when selecting the music for Chemistry, since she had to determine which songs about divorce went too far and might not be appropriate for her kids to hear.